Somebody commented on my original video of the DDG and Halle situation saying, why didn't you show the picture of her chipped tooth? Why didn't you show the picture of her bruised arm? First off, I will get banned if I show that. I'm not showing that. 2, you mean the pictures that were taken back in January that she was holding for this moment to save her PR? Because she's been getting fried on the internet lately because of this entire Brent Faiyaz situation. She went on vacation to the Bahamas with Halo and didn't tell DDG that Brent Faiyaz was going to be there. And people were calling her out for being a hypocrite because she says that DDG can't take Halo out the country, and she establishes all these ground rules, but she doesn't even follow them herself. She doesn't even treat bro like a parent. She doesn't even treat him like a nanny. She treats him like a babysitter. And in that same article, bro, he can't even post his son because she's alleging that he's sending her fan base to send her hate, when in reality, she's doing it to herself. I find it funny that she's saying that because she literally weaponized her fan base back in November, and he still gets death threats from them to this day. Being in a situation where somebody puts their hands on you is not right on either end. But she's not doing this because of that. She's doing this to save her PR. She said, show the messages. You mean the text message that she allegedly sent in as her proof the whole time DDG was on live? Those messages? If you're a guy and you get posted on all these Shade Room pages, you are the #1 villain. You would never be the victim on the Shade Room if you're a guy.
Gentlemen, please watch who you have kids with. I know it feels incredible in the moment when you're there to just let it fly. No rubbers, y'all don't use no protection. Y'all skeeting in these women and having these kids with women that you cannot stand. With women whose attitudes, whose moral conviction, they don't have a moral compass. They're all over the place emotionally. And you men are out here sleeping and busting these chicks down, knowing and clearly seeing the red flags right there in front of your face. This DDG and Halle situation is nasty. It's nasty. It's disgusting. And it's so weird how you can think that somebody can be the sweetest little thing, but then in a moment of vulnerability, they show you their fangs. When a person shows you their fangs, believe them. Believe what it is that you saw. Do not let it go. It was not a one-off. I think Halle is a mental crisis situation. I think she's a defining definition of a mental instability case, walking and living and breathing in our world on a daily basis. Unfortunately, she has the money and fame to go along with it. So when you compound all of those things, it kind of blows her head up. Can't nobody tell you nothing when you rich and famous. And she been rich and famous her entire life. She been in the media eye her entire life. So you're not about to come in and tell Halle nothing. You're not about to come in and tell her nothing. And it's funny because before, everybody thought that the problem out of the two sisters was Chloe. They said that she was too promiscuous out here showing her body. They said that she was showing too much. They said that she was doing everything for attention. They said that she was in the media too much. She was showing too much skin, right? That was what everybody was saying about Chloe. That was before we found out how mentally unstable Halle was, though. Shout out to the Queen of Accountability because she posted this on her page on Instagram. I just want you to see how quickly and how easily it is for people to lie when a camera is on them. And then what happens when you lie so much, you forget the other lies that you told. But the internet is forever. Let's watch.
I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries, I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate. I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be. Lap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very kind person. But if somebody pokes at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry. Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason. Put it down.
They laughing.
I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me. I am nosy, number one. And number two, I like drama. I just don't like drama in my life, but I love watching it in other people's. So, I love my baby so much. I need him with me in order to function, in order to be able to do the scenes and everything. So, he's been out here with me majority of the time. But this week, and I go home on the weekends. But this week, I had a lighter week, and I'm going home tomorrow. I got here last night, and I'm going home tomorrow. So I was like, let me try to test myself and see if I can be without him for a day and leave him, let him and his daddy have daddy and son time. And you guys, I miss him so much. But everybody knows Moo's the best daddy to him. But I miss him so much. Yesterday on the plane, I was crying, and I went to.
She just said everybody knows. Basically, that DDG is the best daddy. She said that out her own mouth. So for her to be coming forward with claims that now she's trying to take him to court and submit a claim for sole custody of a kid. You're trying to strip him away from the father, claiming that he was abusive, he laid hands on you. Why now? Wait a minute. When did it change? When did the abuse happen? Was it after this or was it before this? When you were talking about him being such a great dad, talking about how overprotective you are of the kid, how you can't be away from him for more than a day. Oh, I think things are becoming a little bit more clear now, in my opinion. But let's keep going.
You know the little airport stores? I bought a teddy bear, and I was like clutching it to my chest. I bought a Build-A-Bear and a blanket, and I was clutching it to my chest, literally on the plane last night, crying to not feel like miserable without him. I love him so much, guys. I don't know how this is possible. Anyway.
What seems so innocent and sweet on the outside turns out could be one of the nastiest souls on the inside. Now, it recently came to light that, of course, I just told y'all she's trying to apply for sole custody for their child, but the child between her and DDG. They had a kid out of wedlock, and this is the problem with having kids out of wedlock. There's no structure whatsoever. You are literally putting your child into a spin cycle of chaos. Sorry, you just are. And some of you might say, well, marriage isn't the goal for everybody. That may be true, but it should be. Why wouldn't you want structure? Why wouldn't you want commitment? Why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want accountability and dependability between you and a spouse or you and your mate? Why wouldn't you want that? But anyway, she came forward. Now she's trying to get sole custody of this kid. But furthermore, she's alleging, this is the important part, she's trying to literally destroy this man and his career. Because now she's alleging that she has been, like Cassie, physically abused. She's been physically abused, and she claimed that, you know what? He banged my head. One day, he was so mad we got into an argument, he banged my head on the steering wheel. Pow! And as a result of that, she said that she chipped her tooth. She said she chipped her tooth when he banged her head on the steering wheel in the car. But hey, some of y'all internet detectives, y'all need to be paid. Y'all need to go apply and be an investigator somewhere so you can get paid to do the jobs that y'all be doing, because I don't know how y'all find this stuff. Y'all will go back, y'all will reach back in the annals of time to find information and bring it to light and say, wait a minute, that ain't what you said before. I give to you Exhibit B. Again, shout out to Queen of Accountability. Let's read right here. Halle Bailey stated that her baby daddy, DDG, pulled her hair and slammed her face on the steering wheel, causing her to chip her tooth. This allegedly happened in January of this year. She filmed a video on January 22nd of 2025, this year, telling her fans that she chipped her tooth herself. She didn't go to the police. She went to social media. She had no bruising, no scratches, or swelling. Boom. This was the post right here. That was supposedly the chipped tooth right there. She said they allegedly started wrestling. DDG pulled her hair, slamming her face on the steering wheel and chipping her tooth. Halle says she was in pain and crying, and although that stopped the fighting, she was still worried about Halo. So she remained in the car for the ride over to DDG's house, where she told his family what happened. Okay.
Flashback.
I'm a little scared of the dentist, but I'm going for my regular cleaning, and also because I chipped my tooth, and I'm just a little nervous.
Did y'all hear what she said? Hey, let me run it back for y'all. She said, I'm going to the dentist and I'm a little nervous. And then she followed it up and said, I chipped my tooth. She didn't say, my baby daddy chipped my tooth. She didn't say, DDG chipped my tooth. She didn't say, I had an accident and he caused me to. She said, I chipped my tooth. Now, y'all, I'm no rocket scientist, okay? All right? I'm no rocket scientist. I graduated with a bare minimum 3.0 GPA, okay? But what I do know is that it doesn't really take a genius to differentiate between somebody who's giving you one story at one particular time, and then now that things have gotten emotionally involved, and now that you are caught up in a situation where you are trying to get sole custody of your child, and now that the times have changed and you're no longer with that person, now your story has changed. It doesn't take a genius to recognize these things. Anybody with eyes and ears can see and hear this shit. So either she was lying then or she's lying now. Either way, she's a liar. Halle is now seeking full custody of their son. Queen of Accountability says, I called it in the beginning. She wants control. As I stated before, whenever a man seeks 50% custody, which is what DDG did, women claim abuse and get orders so they can seek full custody. Keke Palmer tried this, Jeannie Mai tried this, and now Halle. The thing about the internet is that it never forgets. And I tell y'all that all the time. Halle admitted she is the problem. It sounds like when Keke Palmer admitted to abusing her exes. This is a pattern among women. More notably, women with money and influence. They have babies to gain control. An active father in the child's life is not what they want. I couldn't have said it better myself. She don't care about DDG being there. She would rather him have nothing to do with this kid so that she could say that she's a single mom doing it all on her own. Fellas, please be careful who you have babies by. Please vet these women fully vet them in every area, finance, emotions, physicality, history. Learn who their father is, their mother. In every way, vet them fully so that you can have a full scope and understanding of who it is that you are about to lay down with and reproduce in this world. The manipulation games and the tactics that these women are willing to play and ready to play, how far they're willing to go and take this, a lot of these men will not recover. They won't be looked at the same. And a lot of them will have damage for their careers that extends far beyond what's happening today. Hopefully this is not the case for DDG, but we gonna find out. Y'all drop a comment, let me know what you think. I'll holler at y'all later.